Caleb, good performance by the boys out there, and good to get off the ice a little early and get some rest before tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Good to get the win, of course. That's all that mattered at this point. Get another win on the board. Played good. The intensity was good there. It's still a bit tricky. But yeah, we'll go rest up and we'll be ready for tonight.
What was the debrief after last night? What did you take away after the loss?
It's a long week, right? Lots of games. We've played a lot of good games, and just at times we've been a bit off. Just a matter of trusting the ice. Ice is always changing. It's always evolving. We just gotta trust what we see and throw to what we see.
Was it a down mood, or did the guys just? I mean, those are veterans, and you've been around.
Yeah.
They can put that stuff behind them pretty quick.
Yeah, no. I'm at first a little upset at first, but get over it pretty quick. Like you said, these guys have been around for a long time. They can park that and just focus on what we can do next.
All right, Brad. Good solid bounce back after last night. How important was it to come out with a win today?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it was a win. I wouldn't say it was solid, but it was a win. I think there was still quite a few ends that we were behind. First end was really scary, and I made 2 good shots to get us a deuce there, but not, to be honest, not the bounce back I was hoping for this morning. But we got tonight. We'll have to see how much tonight matters, whether we're playing for Hammer or not. If we're not playing for Hammer, then I think it's an opportunity for us to really kind of gear up for the weekend and work on some of the technical issues that we're seeing out there. But obviously, if we're playing for Hammer, then it's 100% all in trying to win that game. We're going to do that anyway. Don't get me wrong, but we wouldn't focus so much on the technical side if we are playing for Hammer.
There's things you're seeing out there that
there's some stuff, release, line of delivery. There's a few things that have crept in. The challenge is, what I've seen with the Brier is throughout the Brier, natural tendencies and bad habits start to come back, and then with such a short period between the Brier and the Worlds, you don't get a chance to kind of get back to that starting block where you want to be. So it's been a challenge for us, and it's kind of showed a few of the areas that we need to work on going forward. But there's still opportunity, and even with some of the things that we're seeing, we're still capable of winning. We just gotta make our shots and zero in and eliminate those big misses that we're kind of seeing over the last 2 games.
It is kind of to win the title, it's a long road to go through.
Yeah.
Do you think about that part of it too, like the number of games and how you approach it through that?
Yeah, absolutely. Throughout this week, you look to get some shorter games, because it does wear on you. If you have to play every single game and go to the last end, that's how we felt at the Brier. We didn't have many easy games at the Brier, and by the end of it, we were absolutely exhausted. To win this is like 4 more games than it was at the Brier, so it's even tougher here. So it is a long week, and if you could take those opportunities to maybe slack off a little bit, knowing full well you got things in control, then you could do that. But we still haven't had many of those opportunities this week. So
you're in no position to look at teams, and I mean it all depends on how other games go. Right?
Yeah, I think this afternoon we'll have a better idea. But then even I think tonight there's still some games, so it's going to be out of our control who we're going to face, and even if we get Hammer, I haven't looked at it closely enough yet. It's probably something I'll do this afternoon to see where we stand, and then we'll set some goals for tonight if it doesn't look like we can play for Hammer. I'm not too concerned what team we play. Obviously, I'd like to have Hammer in the first game. That's the key part.
Brad, how'd you approach the post-game last night after the practice session? Did you guys have a conversation?
Yeah, we had a group conversation this morning. Last night it was kind of individual stuff that was going on, just talking about more of the technical issues that we've seen arise, and we were out there last night and saw some improvements, but it's hard to in a 10-minute practice session to get to where you want to be for the game. So that's the challenge that we have to face. It may change our game plan, it may change our style over the next couple games, and that's something we'll probably discuss this afternoon. But it's 10 minutes is just not enough time to do much. But sometimes it can trigger you. It can create a to use a golf analogy, that a little swing thought that may help you get closer. So that's what we'll attempt, and I'm sure tonight we'll be throwing a few more just to try and get that little trigger.